Okay, so this is what we have for snaps. Now we're going to do, I don't know, with Juliet doesn't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do Jason Bourne because everybody knows who he is, and he might be
cool.
Yeah, so I've got a little blurb already written for him, and he's former CIA operative. He probably hates receiving emails, to be fair. So we're going to say what we know about him. What I've realized too with this, the more you write it yourself, the better the outcome, because if you do it through AI, I've got to work this out, because if you do it through AI, you get a bit of an AI glow. It makes everybody sound really nice. So you've got to ask it to go beyond. And if you use LinkedIn, I don't think a lot of leaders, as we were discussing before, put their own comms in. So that can be difficult. So you've got to really put it, you get the best, data in is always data out. You get the best results if you put in what you know about the people.
So a suggestion that I would have here, though, is that if you have seen anything that they've written, so a transcript of a speech, they say, of course, speeches are written by other people, but where you can tell that that person has gone off script and they're speaking about it by themselves, that's a good way of doing it too.
Yeah, and also just getting their emails that you have in your inbox works well as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I've got the communications with this person. I've taken a real email here, and it's from a theatre company that's writing to Jason about, donating. It's the end of financial year. And then we can ask it to analyze its comms based on formal, neutral. We'll just go neutral, analyze the comms. It's going to decide what we're doing right and what we can improve upon. So we know Jason's an analyzer, so we've got a clear deadline, got tax deductibility in there. The risk is the message leans heavily on emotional and abstract language, lack of specific dates, phrases like curtain is closing, alive and vibrant might not work with him, and the call to action is emotionally framed rather than logically justified. You're an analyzer, aren't you?
I'm loving this. I'm like, oh my God, this is so right. I can imagine Jason Bourne reading this and he's like, you know what, I've got, he's not an emotional, you're not going to get to him emotionally,
No.
He needs, this is so great.
And then it's suggestions for your analyzers. And so then over here, it's rewritten the communications for you. It's got a lot more what the donation enables, empowerment for the 150 artists. And it's also not just, it's not going to write you the same email each time. It's still knowing what Jason likes. So it's individualized. So then also once we've got that, it pops it into a dashboard.
Sorry. Yeah. Did you see the email that was rewritten? It's the starting line was, you've got 1 day left. That is so Jason, like he works under pressure, right?
Yeah, true. Very true. Yes, here.
That's really good.
Once you go into your back end here, you can kind of then open them up and see what you wrote about Jason and what our original message was. And then that, I think collaborators write a lot of the messages is what I think I'm seeing by using the tool.
Yeah, my hunch would be that there would be more of that style of thinking in people who come out of comms and marketing, because they're all about stakeholder engagement. So they're writing it from that sort of people-based lens, would be my hunch. I love what you've done, and because you showed me the analyzer one, which is what I would call an evidence person, I have just done the validation for you, which is like, if you sent Jason Bourne's email to me, I would be like, oh, I'm on it, and that's the other test, right? Send it to someone who is that way inclined and see if it resonates for them.
The QR codes for Snaps and Juliet's books there. And if you do want to try Snaps, I've set up a little special code under Juliet 10 that'll give you 10% off.